Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Chaitanya
Krishna,
Prabhu
Hare
Nityananda
Krishna,
Sri
Krishna
Advaita
Hare.
Gadada Shivashadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadada Shivashadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadada Shivashadi Gaur Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare Krishna, dear devotees. So today is Sunday. It is 6th of October. It is Ashwini Masa or Padmanabha Masa, Shukla Paksham, Chaviti Tithi. So there are no Vaishnavas in the calendar. So we shall be moving to Srimad Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, so far, Lord Brahma, he has spoken to Narada Muni about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, his pastimes and his devotional service, glories of the devotees, and everything else. So, here, Parikshit Maharaj inquired from Sukadeva Goswami about the Supreme Personality of Godhead in the beginning. So in the second canto, so he started inquiring from the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So at the end of the first canto, he was inquiring what is the duty of the people in general, and especially what is the duty of the person who is about to die. So who is about to die? Everyone is about to die. It's just a matter of time, either few moments or few days or few weeks or few months or few years. It is a everyone are going to die. So Parikshit Maharaj asked all these questions, and Sukadeva Goswami, he has given all the explanations. One has to free himself from all the sinful activities throughout his material life, what he has accumulated, and he described about the Virat Rupa form, and later on he further explained about the conversations between Brahma and Narada Muni, bringing about the confirmation of the Purusha Sukta by Brahma, and then Brahma explained all these things to Narada Muni. So here Parikshit Maharaj has heard all these instructions from the Sukadeva Goswami, the conversations between Brahma and Narada. Now, the Parikshit is asking, but here in this chapter, Parikshit is asking completely questions. The entire chapter is only Parikshit questions. So Sukadeva Goswami in the beginning, he appreciated Variyam Yeshate Prashnaha Kruto Loka Hitam Drupa Atmavit Sammataha Pumsam Srotavyadishu Yah Paraha. And there are so many things to inquire, but we have asked Atma Sammitaha Atmavit Sammataha Pumsam, which are approved by the great souls. Atmavit Atmavit, who understands the transcendental knowledge, who knows about the soul and the super soul and everything. So, and then he mentions Srotavyadini Rajendra Nunam Santi Sahasrashaha Apasyatam Atma Tattvam Gruhesh Gruhamedinam. There are so many thousands of topics for the people. If they come together, they speak so much of nonsense things. Srotavyadini Rajendra Nunam Santi Sahasrashaha. If they come and talk, they talk about the material things. It will never ever get stopped. Sahasrashaha, so many things, all the useless things. But Apasyatam Atmatattvam, they do not see this transcendental knowledge about the soul, which is the eternity, what they are going to, what happens to their body, they do not care about it. Still, they engage in the eating, sleeping, mating, and talking, all the nonsense things like that. Gruhesu Gruhamedina, such activities are the Gruhamedina. So, and then likewise, he mentions Nidriya Hrite Naktam Yavayena Chavavayaha Divacharda Ihya Rajan Kutumba Bharanenava. People they spend time in the sleeping, throughout the night they sleep, and then they engage themselves in the sexual indulgence. Yavayena Chavavayaha. Devacharda Ihyarajan. In the daytime, they go for schools, educations, and to earn livelihood and to work hard day and night for the livelihood. At the Devacha at the Ihyarajan, Kutumba Bharanenava to maintain the family. So such a way they waste all the time, daytime and nighttime. And they think themselves, Dehapatya Kalitradishu, Atmasainyeshu api, Atmasainyeshu Asatswapi, Tesham Pramatto Nidinam Paschinnapi na Paschyati. So likewise, Sukadeva Goswami appreciated the Parikshit Maharaj questions. Now, after Sukadeva Goswami explained the conversations between Brahma and Narada, so now Parikshit, he is more inspired. Oh, he said Brahma spoke that much of things to Narada Muni. Can you please explain more? So I wanted to know more and more. Likewise, Parikshit, he's questioning Sukadeva Goswami. It is inspired him to ask more questions. Please tell me this. Please tell me that. Likewise, about the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Harikatha, and what Lord has done. So far, Brahma has mentioned so many incarnations. What has Lord done in the Varaha incarnation? Please describe very clearly. And what about these 14 planetary systems? How this universe exists? How it came into the existence? How the living entities fall down into this material universe? So now he is more inspired to ask many questions. So Parikshit, he started in the questions. ब्रह्मणा चोदितो ब्रह्मन् गुणाख्येन अगुणस्य च यस्मै यथा प्राह नारदो देवदर्शनः. So now Brahma spoke to Narada Muni. Now Narada has given and expanded further what he has expanded. Please tell all these things to me. I wanted to know all these things. And in that sequence, Parikshit is asking today that all these topics of the Supreme Personality of Godhead related to the Supreme Lord, they're all auspicious for the people in all the planetary systems. Please kindly explain all those things to me. Likewise, Parikshit, today's question is like that. So he wanted to know all the topics, Krishna Katha. They are all auspicious to the everyone, all the planetary systems. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 8, verse number 2. ये तद्वेदितुमिच्छामि तत्त्वं तत्त्वविदां वरा हरेः अद्भुतवीर्यस्य कथा लोका सुमङ्गलाः ये तद्वेदितुमिच्छामि. So, yetad. So, whatever, Sukadeva Goswami, you have been explaining the conversations between Brahma and Narada Muni. Yetad, all these things. Veritum, I wanted to understand those things. Veritum ichchami, I wish to understand all these things. Yetad veritum ichchami, tattvam tattva vidam vara. And the truth, tattvam, tattva vidam, of those who are well versed in the absolute truth. Vara, O best. O Sukadeva Goswami, you are the best among all the Tattvavits. You explain this Tattva very nicely. Tattvam Tattva Vidamvara. So I wanted to know all these things. Now here he is appreciating Sukadeva Goswami as well to inspire him to speak more. And at the same time, he is expressing his desire to more about the Supreme Lord, Krishna Katha. एतद्वेदितुमिच्छामि तत्त्वं तत्त्वविदाम्बर हरेः अद्भुतवीर्यस्य हरेः अद्भुतवीर्यस्य of the Lord's Adbhutaviryasa, of the one who possesses wonderful potencies. Adbhutaviryasa, he performs Hercules tasks, and but like a just very simply and easily, just like a Lelaya. And these are Harikatha. We use children, everyone take pleasure in hearing Krishna Katha. Harehe Adbhuta Viryasya. The Lord has got all the opulences, who possesses wonderful potencies. Harehe Adbhuta Viryasya. And his prowess is wonderful. Katha Loka Sumangalaha. And those narrations, Kathaha Loka Sumangalaha, they're all auspicious for all the planets. Everyone, from children to the old people, everyone take pleasure in hearing Krishna Katha. So when Lord performs lifting the earth from the Garbhodaka ocean and keeping on the top of the ocean with his potency, injecting his potency so that it will float on the water. So that is wonderful activity. We wanted to know and hear, and how Lord has killed Hiranyaksha, and how Lord has killed Hiranyakshipu in the form of Narasimhadeva. So when the children are hearing, at the end, our supreme hero is winning how he is killing the demons. So then everyone takes pleasure. So this is Lord does this very wonderfully. Leelaya. Harehi adbhuta viryasya kata loka sumangalaha. It is all auspicious. So when we are hearing, these are very pleasing. Yada yadanudhyasana yuktaha karma grandhi nibandhanam. Chindanti kovidas satya koanu kuryat kataratim. So when we are hearing this pleasing Krishna Katha day and night, every day, tasma sarveshu kaleshu, to remember Krishna and his pastime, what happens? Yadu anudyasana yuktaha karma grandhi nibandhanam. Chintanti kovidastasya kona kuryat kataritim. Automatically, this transcendent knowledge, it will cut the knots of the material entanglements. Automatically. So one side it is a pleasure and a pleasing, and in the other side it is cut the knots. It will from the material entanglements. So that who would not take the hearing of this Krishna Katha, Kona Kuryat Katha, who does not take interest in hearing Krishna Katha unless they are not the human beings. Likewise, further also there are so many of such kind of things, explanations. So here, Parikshit wanted to hear all the Krishna Katha. Etad veditumichami tattvam tattva vidamvara harehi adbhuta viryasya katha loka sumangalaha. So translation for this verse. The king said, I wish to know narrations concerning the Lord who possesses wonderful potencies are certainly auspicious for living beings in all planets. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Okay, can I request Meena Mataji to read the purport, please?
Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam, which is full of narration of the activity of the Supreme Lord, is auspicious for all living beings residing in every planet. One who takes it as belonging to a particular sect is certainly mistaken. Srimad Bhagavatam is certainly a very dear scripture for all the devotee of the Lord, but it is auspicious even for the non-devotee also, because it explains that even the non-devotee hovering under the spell of material energy can be delivered from such clutch if they hear the narration of the Srimad Bhagavatam with devotional and attention from the right source, representing the Lord by disciplic succession. Hare Krishna.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Thank you, Mataji. So here, Srimad Bhagavatam, which is full of narrations of the activities of the Supreme Lord, is auspicious for all living beings residing in every planet. And who takes it belongings to a particular sect is certainly mistaken. We have been seeing this. This is Hindu religion, Hindu God. Wherever we see Hindu God, what is Hindu God? There is no Hindu God like that. We have got only scripture, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam. It is for the entire planet, all planetary systems. But people who belongs to the Sanatana Dharma itself, they are also saying that it is Hindu God. Where is the opportunity for other people to think that he is also belongs to us? That is the great mistake. That is the great mistake is done by it is the self mistakes. Many people are doing self mistakes and they become the uh, victims, and also they make other, they are propagating the wrong conceptions in the society. There is no Hindu God. There is no Hindu religion at all. It is Sanatana Dharma. There are no religions. It is all man-made things. Everything will be failed. Prabhupada mentions that one. So nowadays, everyone wanted to unite the nations, but here and under different flags. But flags are getting increased, splitting the countries into different small countries. Flags are getting increased. Where is the unity? Only Krishna consciousness movement is the only one shelter. That is Sanatana Dharma only can bring everyone onto one platform, transcendental platform. So here that is great, certainly a mistake. Prabhupada mentions one who takes it belong to a particular sect is certainly mistaken. Srimad Bhagavatam is certainly a very dear scripture for all the devotees of the Lord, but it is auspicious even for the non-devotees also because it explains that even the non-devotees hovering under the spell of material energy can be delivered from the clutches if they hear the narrations of the Srimad Bhagavatam with devotion and attention from the right sources representing the Lord by disciplic succession. This is anadhopasamam sakshat bhakti yoga madokchaje lokasya ajanato vidvan chakre satpata samhitam. So Vyasadeva understands these people of this material world, they're all foolish. Eya sammuhito jiva atmanam trigunatmakam. Because they are bewildered. Atmanam trigunatmakam. And they engage in that so many sense gratificatory things. They do not see that every moment they wanted to fulfill their sense enjoyment somewhere or other. That is the great mistake. That is a spell of material energy. That's why the Vyasadeva has given Chakre Satpata Samhitam Srimad Bhagavatam. Understanding Lokasya Ajanatu Vidvan. People of this myth, they do not know. Ajanasya to Vidvan. So Vyasadeva understanding that he has given Chakre Satpata Samhitam. And as soon as one hears Srimad Bhagavatam, Yasyam vai Shruyamayanam Krishne Paramapurushe Bhaktirutpadyate Pumsaha Shoka Moha Bhayapaha. Once who hear the Srimad Bhagavatam, Yasyam vai Shruyamayanam Krishne Paramapurushe, which is all about the Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna. It is all about Krishna. Sometimes people think that it is Vishnu, something like that. It is Krishna. Krishna Paramapurushe. What happens when you hear Bhakti Utpadyate Pumsaha? Bhakti Utpadyate Pumsaha. Utpatti is the production. And sometimes the factories produce so many things, material things. Here, when we hear Srimad Bhagavatam in the heart, the Utpatti, what is the production of Krishna Bhakti, it will be keep on coming out. What is the input? Input is that hearing Krishna. The output is the flower is blossoming. What is that? It is Bhakti. Bhakti Rutpadyate Pumsaha. And once it comes out, it blossoms from the heart, the devotion, the flower of devotion, and Shoka Moha Bhayapaha, and it will occupy all the heart, and there is no space for the Shoka Moha Bhaya, no lamentation, no illusion, and no fearfulness. That way, one will come into that pure devotion and Bhaktya Drava Hrudaya Utpulaka Pramodat. He will be pleasing, he will be all the time, he is happy. That is Srimad Bhagavatam. Just hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam. Even the non-devotees also, um, so they will be delivered from the such clutches if they hear from the narration of Srimad Bhagavatam. Shrunata Sraddhaya Nityam Gunatasya Swacheshitam Kalena Nati Dirghena Bhagavan Vishte Pridi Pravistah Karnarandrena Swanam Bhava Saroruham Dhunoti Chamalam Krishnaha Sarilasya Yathahirat. So these verses are coming in the future verses, maybe 3 4 days later. So this is what happens once we hear Krishna Katha, Srimad Bhagavatam. But here, with devotion and attention. Devotion means whether we are chanting first, when the base is there is Krishna Katha, it has got lots of potency. The seed has got lots of potency. If it is sowed and it will blossom, it will grow bigger and bigger and very big. But do we have proper ground? We have the heart should be a proper ground for it to put. If the seed put it in a nice soil, it will grow bigger and very healthily and it will give flowers and fruits. But if the soil is just like a kind of a stones like that, then the seed cannot grow. So in order to make that heart uh, in a tender way so that the seed can grow properly, we have to chant, keep ourselves purified, chant 16 rounds properly, come on time, follow the discipline, follow the regulative principles. That way, the heart will be nourished properly. So to receive the seed properly and Bhakti Lata Bhej, then the devotion and everything will grow. Okay, so but ground needs to be proper, then seed and devotion, everything will be nice. One will relish these fruits and flowers of that devotion. Okay, so likewise, Prabhupada is explaining here. And here, Parikshit is so enthusiastic and he is asking more questions. He wanted to hear all Krishna Katha. एतत् वेदितुमिच्छामि तत्त्वं तत्त्वविदां वर हरेः अद्भुतवीर्यस्य कथालोकसुमङ्गलाः Kataloka Sumangalaha, all auspicious to all people and all planets. That is from Srimad Bhagavatam. We shall quickly move into Srila Prabhupada's daily letter. Okay, so today letter to Pradyumna, April 20th, 1970, Los Angeles. Can I request any volunteer devotees to read this letter, please?
Shall I read, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji, please.
My dear Pradumna, please accept my blessings. I have just received your blueprint copy of Krishna, the reservoir of the pleasure, and I have begun to read it through. But I noticed that there are some points you should correct before the final printing. I have already noted you the injunction that you should change the pre- Pritipadika Artha to first case editing instead. Shanisha should be printed. Shannashin should be printed. Shannashi, etc. So please correct this. Another point is that there are some error in the English also. On page 2, it should be read. Decided to kill his sister, Devaki, but it has become sisters, plural. Then what does it mean? The Lord's the Lord's compromise was that Vasudeva he has Vasudeva proposed that this does not seems to be very clear, or at least it is very awkward experience. So please see that the editor make a very careful final proofreading before printing the final copies. Hope this will meet you in good health. Your ever Valuation, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai. Thank you, Prabhuji. Any takeaway points, Prabhuji?
Yeah, my takeaway point from this letter, Prabhupada is so cautious and so careful to give the right information to us and give us all the correct words and correct pronunciation and everything, so that we don't get any mislead or any wrong ideas. So it's like, as we say, that as it is Gita, as it is, or Bhagavatam as it is, like whatever we got from the parampara, we are getting through Prabhupada exactly same as it is. Horrible Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Nicely summarized. Any other points, dear devotees, you wanted to add? Okay, so that is from Srila Prabhupada's letter. So everything must be perfect. So Prabhupada was very careful in each and every dimension. Whatever comes, we have to give a little bit of attention. Though there are many things, because these books are meant, it is not one of task. It is even the one of task. People are reading it unlimited number of times. So many people. It is wider to the total world. Now we are seeing this letter. Throughout the world, many people are seeing this letter. And the scriptures, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, everything, it must be completely perfect. It needs to be proofreading needs to be done carefully. So that is Prabhupada was taking every step to make it perfect. Okay, that is, and also here some statements, some suggestions from the sannyasi to sannyasi. So these are also needs to be corrected like that. Okay, these are my takeaway points as well. Thank you, Prabhuji. And from the announcements point of view, okay, so tomorrow, teachings of Lord Chaitanya at 8 p.m. Meena Mataji, any updates on that one?
Okay. Vipin Prabhu is he's working, so he cannot make it. But I think Radha Sevaka Mataji can do it. And
Okay,
Krishna,
did you get confirmation, Mataji?
CS asked if you want me to do it, and I said yes. Like I was like, welcome Mataji, and I think yes, he can do it.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. So, okay, so tomorrow, teachings of Lord Chaitanya with Radha Sevaka Mataji. And Tuesday, preaching practice session. So I think it was allocated to Usha Mataji, but Mataji could not make it. I request any voluntary devotees to take that service. Anyone would like to volunteer to share anything you wanted to share? Meena Mataji, would you like to do on Tuesday if it is possible for you?
So they like it's Navratri, so I got.
Okay, yeah, sure, Mataji. Many devotees are busy in the Navaratri festivals. Okay, Devashish Prabhuji, I think I do not know whether your availability.
Prabhu, sorry, now we are doing the pujas.
Yeah, yeah, sure, Prabhuji. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay, we'll find out if any devotees would volunteer. Maybe by tomorrow morning we'll come to know. Okay, thank you so much.
Sorry, Prabhu. I can just suggest you something. Like the Sri Mataji yesterday she did the class.
Yes,
She's interested to do more classes. Like when we have chances like this, if you can ask her, I'm sure she'll pop in.
sure, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Haribo.
Yeah, so this Tuesday session is for our Sangha devotees who are chanting in the morning,
Yeah.
16 rounds for following 16 rounds and regulative principles. Our Sangha devotees, they would need to speak on Tuesday. But Saturday is for the guest speakers. We allocate Sri Mataji on Saturday. Thank you, Prabhuji. Okay, so we'll see by tomorrow morning. Okay, that's all from the announcement side. And dear devotees, if you have got any other updates or you wanted to share anything on Krishna consciousness, kindly share before we move on to Ramayana. Okay, so if there are no updates, we shall move to the next part. So we are in the Srimad Bhagavatam, and sorry, uh, Ramayana, and the ninth chapter was finished in the last session, so where Sita Mata's plea, uh, and then Ramachandra agreed that they're all going to the forest now. So everything is now ready. So Sita Mata is ready, Lakshmana is ready, Rama is ready. Though it is a painful situation for many of the people in the Ayodhya, but now they have decided to go. And here, while going that moment, Lakshmana and Sita Mata, they are giving all their possessions. See, they have given. Lakshmana joyfully went and fetched the weapons. And then he and Rama together began to distribute their wealth to the Brahmins. Many sages came at the time to offer their blessings to Rama, and all of them were given great riches: gold, silver, jewels, pearls, chariots, horses, silken garments, and hundreds of thousands of cows were distributed freely to anyone who came bringing charity. Many thousands of Brahmins were given sufficient alms to maintain them for the rest of their lives. Rama's relations and dependents, as well as the needy and afflicted, were also given much wealth. At the time, in Ayodhya, there was not a single Brahmin or needy person who was not provided with gifts. Being thus honored and gratified by Rama, they all returned to their own homes, praising him with their hearts. This is the very beautiful moment. So, in our life, once we get retirement, we must be uh, giving charity to Brahmins, devotees, especially feeding the Vaishnavas is very, very important. Feeding the Vaishnavas is very, very important. We might be earning so much of money and spending money for so many unnecessary material objects, bringing that objects, this object is not working, we need to buy the new one. And then bringing and filling the home with so many unnecessary things. That is not the way. So here, first of all, do not bring. In case if you bring here in the home as a kind of utilization later on, at certain point, once we come to that transcendental knowledge, give everything to all the people, needy people. Here, especially, bring Vaishnavas, invite Vaishnavas, do bhajans and feed them, spend the wealth to feed Vaishnavas. That is the most auspicious thing. And then if we have got any material objects, give it to the needy people, needy and afflicted, were also given much wealth. This is Rama and Lakshmana, Sita Devi. These are all our inspiration examples. We should not keep anything which is not used maybe 1 or 2 years in our home. Just give everything away. Likewise, Rama here going for next 14 years. So he is giving all these things. Okay, they do not come with us. But if they are still in our home, they are always obstacles in our spiritual progress. Okay, so we shall move to the next chapter. So it is chapter 10, Sad Farewells. Okay, so now it is a painful situation for people in the Ayodhya. Let us see in this chapter. I request dear devotees, let us take turns and each devotee take 4 paragraphs and read. Can we start with Debashish Prabhuji in the alphabetical order? Prabhuji,
Yes. Okay, Prabhu. So how long shall I read, Prabhu?
until 4 paragraphs,
Four
Prabhuji.
paragraphs. Okay. It was time for Rama and his 2 companions to say their farewell, holding their weapons and followed by Sita. The brother made their way towards the Dasharath's palace. As they passed along the road, many men crowded around the watch them around watched them, plucked, plunged in sorrow at seeing their beloved prince leaving. They lamented in various ways. Here, 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 here passes the same Rama who before would move regally in state, forwarded by the huge retinue, 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 said the people. Now he walked with only Sita and Lakshman as his companion, although used to very luxury. He is going to the terrible forest in obedience to his father's words. Some citizens censured the king, who they felt had been gripped by the by some evil spirit. How could he send his dearest son into exile? Rama's qualities were evident to all. His compassion, learning, gentleness, sense control, and mental peace, all there ever visible in the noble prince. The citizen could not face the prospect of Rama's departure. They felt pain, just as tree with all the fruits and flower is hard when its root is damaged, and they spoke out in public places. We will give up our homes and villages and go with the pious Rama to the forest. Let us share with him all his joys and sorrows. Let Kalkaiki rules our deserted kingdom, benefit of its people. Haribol.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. So here, here when Rama is going in his matted hair and taking his weapons and in a plain cloth to his father's palace, at the time people they have looked at this is the prince that who is to be leading the country as a king, prince regent. But now he is going to the forest. Now at the time they censured Dasharatha. They censured Dasharatha that something evil is happening, so gripped by some evil spirit. But actually, this is happening due to the Mandara, and the Mandara influenced Kaikeyi, and Kaikeyi influenced Dasharatha, and Dasharatha spoke to he did not spoke, but Kaikeyi only spoke on behalf of Dasharatha to Ramachandra to leave to send him to the forest. But everything is under the plan of the demigods. Demigods utilized the Mandara as an instrument because of her position. She's not a. Uh, it appears that she is not pious, and so she is now spell of illusory Devamayam. Yatro Yatropayatum Upasarpati Devamayam. This material world, if we are not keep ourselves pure, what happens? Devam Yatropayatum Upasarpati Devamaya Mityamatri Yadnu Samsati Chakrametad Mityamatri Yadnu Samsati Chakram Etad. This is Mithya. So likewise, this Devama illusion energy influenced Mandara, and that is how the further sequences. But actually, it is the Lord's desire that there is a great task. नरदेवत्मापन्नः सुरकादिचिकीर्षया समुद्रनिगृहादीनि चक्रे वीर्यनदः परम्. This is the purpose of Rama's incarnation. This is Surakadichikeshaya to perform the purpose of demigods. So likewise now, though it appears like that, some evil spirit is happening, but it is the Surakarya. And the Syrians could not face the prospect of Rama's departure. Everyone they are attached to Rama very much. And now, even they wanted to live with Rama and they wanted to share all the joys of Rama, joys and sorrows of Ramachandra. They wanted to stay with Rama. So that is the mood of here. Everyone are keeping Rama as a center there. Either Kaikeyi or Mandara or demigods or Dasharatha or citizens of Ayodhya, they're all keeping Rama in the center here, either for the happiness or sad, sorrowfulness. Okay, so that is the point takeaway. So Rama is the center point there. And the next, that's why it is called Rama Ayana. Ayana means moments. So moments of Ramachandra is Ramayana. Okay, next we shall further. Next, can I request Gaurangi Mataji to read next three paragraphs, Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji. Everyone feared the uh, Okay. Everyone feared the um, prospect of Kaikeyi becoming powerful as the mother of the king. They uh, angrily cursed her again and again. All of them would go with Rama. They would um, they would abandon the city, leaving his house to be filled with dust and um, overrun by mice. The forest would become a city and Ayodhya a forest. They would drive out from the forest all the um, fieries, animal and snakes, sending them to live in Ayodhya with Kaikai as their protector. The two brothers heard the laments of the people, but they kept their minds under strict control, smiling gently and uh, gla- glancing with uh, affection at the citizens. They worked together like a pair of powerful lions. They interest uh, decided uh, Palace and so Sumantra, stood with folded hands and a disconsolate face. Rama asked him to announce their arrival to the king. When Sumantra went before Dasratha, he found the king uh, distracted by grief, having deep sighed, his eyes red from weeping. The devoted and faithful Sumantra regarded his master to uh, be like the eclipsed sun or a fire uh, covered by uh, as ashes. Bowing at the king's feet, Sumantra said, "The illustrious illustratrix Rama has distributed all his wealth to his dependents and the Brahmins, and he now stands at your door, uh, awaiting your permission to depart for the forest." Ordering his minister to show Rama in. The king also asks that all his wives be present. Sumantra brought the queens, who arrived accompanied by numerous migrants. He then brought Rama and Lakshmana before their father. As Rama uh, entered the room, entered the room, Dasratha ran impulsively towards him, but being stricken with sorrow, he fell senseless to the floor. Rama and Lakshmana rushed to assist their unconscious father. All the ladies threw up their alms and give out a well, which mixed with the thinking of their ornaments or commentation fill the room with cries of alas, alas, O Rama, Kaikeyi alone remained uh, unmoved. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you,
Thank
Manoj.
you,
Very nicely read. So
Thank you,
here,
Prabhuji.
everyone feared the prospect of Kaikeyi. So now she is becoming so by her words, and Dasharatha asked Ramachandra to go to the forest. Now everyone decided that they also wanted to leave this Ayodhya and go with Ramachandra and let all these houses be filled with all the snakes and mice and everything, and they will be. And also they want once they go to the forest, they will send the animals to the Ayodhya, and they will be. So that's what their see they would drive out from the forest all the fierce animals and snakes, sending to live in Ayodhya with Kaikeyi as their protector. So let Kaikeyi live alone in this Ayodhya with all these animals and all these things, mice and snakes and all those things. So that is the mood of all the Ayodhya people. But still, Rama and Lakshmana, they are still like composing their minds, but still showing, smiling gently and glancing with affection at the citizens. Their minds under strict control, still gently smiling towards the citizen. They walked like a lions, powerful lions. At the time, they entered into the Dasharatha's palace, and where Sumantra is the minister to Dasharatha. So the Sumantra, he knows all these pastimes because he has heard that Supreme Lord is going to appear as son of Dasharatha and he is going to do. But still, here whenever he sees that Supreme Lord Ramachandra and Lakshmana are like that, now he is also with a disconsolate face. But Rama still asked him to announce their arrival to the king, Ramachandra, arrival to Dasharatha. Then Sumantra went to Dasharatha, and there Dasharatha is also with, he's distracted by grief and heavy, deep sighs. His eyes red from weeping. So Dasharatha is also not well. He is also in the painful situation. So, and so this is the a sun or a fire covered by ashes. That is the Dasharatha's position. Sumantra observed him. And then Sumantra said that Rama has distributed all his wealth to his dependents and Brahmins, now standing at your door, awaiting your permission to depart. Then immediately, so again, here, this is once again, Rama has distributed all his wealth, all material things. Now he is taking permission from Dasharatha, waiting at the door. Again, by hearing those words, again Dasharatha, he could not tolerate those. It is very, very sensitive. And now again, ordering his minister to show Rama in, and Dasharatha wanted to see Ramachandra and Lakshmana. And then at the same time, Dasharatha also asked bring all the queens. So Kausalya, Sumitra, and Kaikeyi. These are the three queen wives to Dasharatha. And they have come along with their maid servants, and Rama and Lakshmana. They're also coming to the Dasharatha. So they're coming and entering, and Dasharatha, he ran impulsively towards Ramachandra, being stricken with sorrow. It is so much of a painful situation to Dasharatha. He cannot see Rama he cannot leave for a moment, but now he needs to wait for next 14 years. That is very long. He cannot tolerate. And he ran impulsively towards him, but being stricken with sorrow, he fell senseless to the floor. And Rama and Lakshmana, they rushed towards their father, unconscious father, to lift him. At the time, everyone are crying. threw up their arms and gave out a wall which mixed the tinkling of their ornaments. Commonly filled room. Oh, alas, alas, oh Rama, what is happening here? Likewise, they're all crying, alas. But everyone did except Kaikeyi. Except Kaikeyi, everyone are wailing there. Okay, so that is very painful situation. Now Rama is with Dasharatha. Okay, so we shall continue next. Meena Mataji, would you like to read the next 4 paragraphs, Mataji, please?
Rama and Lakshmana, both crying, lifted their father and placed him gently on a couch. As the king returned to consciousness, Rama regained his composure and with folded hands said, "I have come to take leave of you, father. Please grant me your permission to go to the forest. Also allow Lakshmana and Sita, whom I could not deter even with great effort, to accompany me. O great king, please give up your grief and look favorable for upon us, for for we wish now to depart." Rama calmly awaited his father's permission. The king spoken with difficulty as a result of a promise made to Kaikeyi. I have lost my good sense. Therefore, my dear Rama, take me captive and rule over this kingdom. Fixed in rich, rigorous, righteous, rich, rigorous, Rama replied, "May you rule the earth for another 1,000 years. I have no desire for sovereignty. After um after a mere after a mere 14 years I have passed, I shall return and once once more take hold of your feet, having redeemed your pledge of ruler of men." Dasratha was mortified, but he saw Kaikeyi urging him on with convent gesture. Beyond by the fetter fetter of truth, he spoke to his son, granting him permission to leave. "Please leave with an undisturbed mind, O Rama, and may your journey be a safe and happy one." Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Mataji. So here, once Rama and Lakshmana, they both came to Dasharatha and then kept him in the couch gently. So they are also crying, looking at their father, lifted their father and placed him gently on a couch. And then once Dasharatha came to consciousness and Rama also regained his composure. Here, Rama and Lakshmana both crying for Dasharatha's sake, their father's sake, looking at his father's condition, because his father is afflicted the separation from Rama, and now by looking now his father fell down and they are now crying for the father's sake. Okay, Rama regained his composure and with folded hands and said, "I want to take leave of you, O father. Please grant me your permission to go to the forest. And also allow Lakshmana and Sita, whom I could not deter even with great effort. I tried to ask Lakshmana and Sita to stay in the Ayodhya itself. It is only it is my duty to go to the forest. But still, even though I tried to pacify Sita, she wanted to come. With so many, Sita Mata has given so many scriptural injunctions that she wanted to follow husband. So I could not check her. So she is coming with me. And also Lakshmana also follow me. Though I asked him to stay here, but he is coming. So with great effort, I could not deter even with great effort. So to accompany me. And then he's saying, now please give up your grief and look favorably upon us, for which we wanted to depart to the forest. So Rama said to Dasharatha. And when Rama calmly awaited his father's permission, now king said that with great difficulty, though it is the Kaikeyi's things. As a result of promise to made to Kaikeyi, I have lost my good sense. Therefore, O my dear Rama, take me captive and rule over this kingdom. So this is again Dasharatha is allowing Rama um, to make him as captive. But here it is not proper for son to do that. And so fixed in righteousness, Rama replied, may you rule the earth for another 1,000 years, O my dear father. I have no desire for sovereignty. After a mere 14 years have passed, I shall return and once more take hold of your feet, having redeemed your pledge, O ruler of men. So this is the statement of Ramachandra. I do not have any desire to rule over this kingdom, but I wanted to follow in your footsteps. I return and once more take hold of your feet, O my dear father. This is statement. Again, Dasharatha is mortified. So this is the pleasing, the when the love is sprouting in the heart to each other, this is what happens. And Dasharatha was mortified again. Am I telling this kind of Rama to go to the forest, who is our love personified? So he doesn't have any desires for anything, but still I am asking him to go to the forest. And Dasharatha was mortified. He saw Kaikeyi while holding Ramachandra with him. He looked at Kaikeyi. This is the woman that because of her I am making this Ramachandra to go to the forest. And look likewise, he saw Kaikeyi urging him on with covert gestures. Bound by the fetters of truth, he spoke to his son, and then now granting him permission to leave. O Rama, please live with an undisturbed mind. O Rama, may your journey be safe and happy one. Likewise, Dasratha gave permission to Ramachandra. And now it is a very painful situation for Dasharatha as well. Okay, so we shall continue. Can I request Asha Mataji to read next three paragraphs, please?
Krishna. The king was devastated. He could see that Rama's decision to depart was firm and not to be reversed. Rama was devoted to piety and truth. Dasaratha requested him to remain for just one night, so that he and Kaushalya might see him a little longer. He wanted to offer Rama all enjoyable things on that last day. Trembling with grief, the king said, I swear to you that I never wanted this to happen. I have been obliged by Kaiheyi, who has abandoned virtue after long concealing her evil intentions. Your willingness to accept even this terrible order simply to save me from sin proves beyond doubt your greatness. Oh, General Rama, I permit you to leave. Only go tomorrow with my blessings. Hearing of his father's request, Rama became concerned. He did not wish to delay his departure any longer and said, who will offer me tomorrow the delights I enjoy today? The time for my departure has come, and I must now cast aside all thoughts of enjoyment. Let me leave right away. Make over this vast kingdom with all its riches to Bharata. My resolution to live in the forest cannot be swayed. Your boons to Kaiheyi should now be implemented in full. I shall live with my estate for 14 years, and the world should be given to Bharata. Rama moved closer to his anguished father. who sat shaking his head. He asked the king to be firm and free from sorrow. Rama assured his father that he had no desire to all the kingdom, not for any pleasures, not even for the life itself devoid of virtue. He only wished to execute the king's command and prove him true to his word. Comforting the grieving monarch, Rama said, "Since Kaiheyi said to me, 'Go to the forest, O Rahava,' and I replied by saying, 'I'm going,' I must now redeem that pledge. Please let me leave. I cannot wait an instant longer." Hare Krishna, Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So now here in this page, so the king, he was devastated when Rama was going. He could see the Rama's decision to depart, but still Dasharatha wanted to have one more night. It is the father's request. But here, by the time Rama has given the word to Kaikeyi that I am going to leave today itself, do not worry, O Kaikeyi. Likewise, he mentioned that is the pledge. And here, Dasharatha's request. So pledge is different. It has got a strong position than the request. So at the time, even though Dasharatha wanted to offer all enjoyable things on that last day, generally some people they want to take this one, but when the destiny is already determined, there is no valuable for this enjoyment. Though one is enjoying, he cannot take that one properly. So whenever we are going to die tomorrow, how can we be happy today? It is not possible. It is already destined that we are going to die. We cannot enjoy these things. So we are going to die in maybe for 50 years or 100 years. When we digest that truth, how can we live happily here, enjoying and going to this work and that work, accumulating this wealth? No, one cannot take any pleasure in those things. That's why one has to hear Krishna Katha, Hari Katha. When we hear Harikatha, it will make us free that because we digest the truth and wait for that point. So here Rama does not want to enjoy all these things. So here he says to Ramachandra, king says that I swear to you that I never wanted this to happen, O Rama. I have been obliged by Kaikeyi, who has abandoned virtue after long concealing her evil intentions. But your willingness to accept even this terrible order simply to save me from sin proves beyond doubt your greatness, O gentle Rama. I permit you to live. Only go tomorrow with my blessings. Even though Dasharatha is giving such kind of explanations, but Rama is mentioning that who will offer me tomorrow the delights I enjoy today? So the time for my departure has already come. I must now cast aside all thoughts of enjoyment. This is, if we reflect in our life, what is the sense gratification? Of course, the once we digest the truth that we are going to die, then all our activities, we need to leave this material body and all this material world. Then all our activities will come into the proper streamline. So now what is my duty today? Because I have to live only few more days. Then these activities will be streamlined, keeping the destination right. And then that's why Rama wanted to leave right away. This is one has to take the spiritual activities immediately as soon as he received the uh, understands that he is going to die on one day. So make over this vast kingdom with all its riches to Bharata. My resolution to live in the forest cannot be swayed. Your bones to Kaikeyi should now be implemented in full. I shall live with ascetics for 14 years and the world should be given to Bharata. So likewise, Rama is now determined. He wanted to live with the ascetics in the forest. And also, Kaikeyi, boons to Kaikeyi should now be implemented in full. If I enjoy one more day, then the promise that you have given to Kaikeyi and Kaikeyi spoke to me, that may not be fulfilled in full. So Rama wanted to go today itself, immediately, without any longer. And then Dasharatha, he's shaking his head, and also he asked the king to be firm and from the sorrow. So he says, free from the sorrow. And Rama assured his father that he had no desire at all for the kingdom, nor any pleasures, nor even for life itself devoid of virtue. This is one has to live dharmo rakshiti rakshitaha. One has to live like that, following the righteousness. Without righteousness, kim pramattaihi bahubihi parokshaihi hainaihi varam muhurtam viditam ghatate shreyase yataha. What is the use of living so many years? Kim pramattaihi bahubihi parokshaihi hainaihi varam muhurtam viditam ghatate shreyase yataha. Sukadev Goswami says to Parikshit Maharaj, "Oh Parikshit Maharaj, you said that you are going to die in 7 days, and but previously there are so. What is the use of living so many years in the sense gratification? Parokshaihi hainaihi varam muhurtam viditam ghatate shreyase yataha." Even though living for few moments, but perfectly in the spiritual realization and at the devotional service at the lotus feet of Krishna. This is Varam Muhurtam Viditam. A Muhurta time is also sufficient. Ghatate Shreyase Yataha. So here Rama is mentioning living in that way. So the Lord Rama had no desire at all for the kingdom, nor for any pleasures, nor even for life itself devoid of virtue. Without spiritual knowledge or dharma, everything is useless. So he only wished to execute king's command and prove him true to his word. Comforting the grieving monarch, Rama said, "Since Kaikeyi said to me, go to the forest, O Raghava," and I replied saying that I am going. I must now redeem that pledge. Let me live. I cannot wait an instant longer, O my dear father. Likewise, Rama saying to Dasharatha, see how the words coming from Rama's mouth, everything is virtue, dharma. If Rama speaks, one has to stand and simply hear. He cannot say a single word. Okay, that is the position of Ramachandra. Okay, so now we go for another circuit. Can I request now Gaurangi Mataji to read next 3 paragraphs, please?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. From Rama
Yes.
left. Okay. Rama left sorrow to see his father suffering such intense agony, not waiting to increase his father's plan. However, Rama kept his one feeling in check and maintaining a calm expression. He spoke gently, assuring his father that he would certainly enjoy his stay in the forest. He would support happily with Sita in the many delightful woods and groves, protect by his own weapons and by Lakshmana. There would be no fear for them from the beasts and Rakshasa in the forest. When 14 years had passed, the king would find them return uh, unharmed and ready to serve him again. Bharata alone could competently and right uh, right so righteously rule the globe in his absence. Rama added, I shall never accept the kingdom by bringing infamy to you. O king, indeed I could renounce every pleasure, including my own dear wife, in order to safety your command. I shall only be happy the moment I enter the forest. You need not feel any pain for me. Be mm, peaceful, my Lord, and allow me to live. Dasratha, uh, tormented by a burning agony, embraced Rama tightly and then again fell unconscious, showing no sign of life. All the queens, along with their um, marriage vans, uh, cried loudly. Kaikai left her purpose, uh, fulfilled, and was rejoicing in inwardly, wincing her silence. The king's in in intimate Fred Sumantra was for loss, um, beating his head, wringing his hands, and grinding his teeth. He spoke serenely to her, his eyes buzzing with wrath. That's it, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay, sorry, Prabhuji, I couldn't read properly. Sorry.
You read nicely. Thank you so much, Mataji. So here, Ramachandra, after speaking to Dasharatha, and Rama sees that to see his father suffering such intense agony. Now, Rama does not want his father to feel more pain, and he is comforting his father, saying that first he composed himself, keeping himself in a his he Rama kept his own feelings in check and maintained a calm expression. Now, first he composed himself, and then now he is trying to comfort his father. He spoke gently to his father, assuring that he would certainly enjoy his stay in the forest. He would sport with happily with Sita in the many delightful woods and groves, protected by his own weapons and by Lakshman. There would be no fear, my dear father, from the beasts and Rakshasas in the forest. When 14 years had passed, the king would find them returned unharmed and ready to serve him again. Bharat alone could compete competently and righteously rule the globe in his absence. So Rama is assuring his father that I will be very happy with Sita in the very beautiful forest. Do not worry about that. There will be beasts and so Rakshasas. We have got our weapons and Lakshmana is here to protect and we'll be very happy there. We'll be returned back within 14 years, just like that. It will go like that. Meanwhile, Bharat alone could competently rule this globe alone. So rule this the globe in his absence. And then Rama further says that I do not want to bring in infamy to you, my dear father. So just staying here even for a little while. I could renounce everything, all kinds of pleasure, including my own dear wife. Such a strong statement, including my own dear wife. I can abandon my wife to fulfill your command, to satisfy your command, in order to satisfy your command. I shall only be happy at the moment I enter the forest. Now, this is to explain that Rama is determined to go to the forest. You need not feel any pain for me, my dear father. Be peaceful, O Dasharatha, my father, my lord, and allow me to leave to the forest. And Dasharatha again, so Rama, every moment he speaks, the more the good qualities, that is, uh, in the Bhagavatam it is mentioned, मद्धर्म गुणैरेतैः परिशंशुद्ध आशयः पुरुषस्य अंजसाभ्येति श्रुतमात्र गुणं हि माम. Just by hearing the qualities of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, everyone are attracted. That's why Purushasya Amjasabhyeti Swatamatra Gunam Himam Madguna Matreena Mai Sarvaguhasai Manogati Ravichinna Yata Gangam Basu Ambhudau. So that is the beauty of the Krishna and his qualities. So this is it is explained everyone without mind deviating to anything else. They want to divert only to lotus feet of Krishna. Manogati Ravichinna Yata Gangam Baso Ambhudau. Like the Ganges river flowing to the ocean, everyone are coming to the Krishna's lotus feet. That is the qualities of Krishna. So here Rama is exhibiting all these qualities. Rama, Dasharatha looking at those things, he is tormenting too much. Am I sending this Rama to the forest? Likewise, Dasharatha, tormented by burning agony, again embraced Rama tightly and then again fell unconscious. When we remember Krishna, we fell unconscious because he come here and he performed pastimes in the Krishna's as Krishna and Rama and going through so many things. The Lord is Lord, but here we are not attracted to the Lord. So showing no signs of life. So this is the Dashrath position. Now all the queens along with their maidservants cried loudly. Now Kaikei felt her purpose fulfilled and was rejoicing inwardly. Kaikei is now just like she is not expressing any kind of symptoms and she is silent. Inside she is rejoicing. She is happy inside her heart. But Sumantra, he understand that Kaikei is kind of a uh, odd man out of all these people. Witnessing her silence, now Sumantra was furious and he is also beating his head with his hands, wringing his hands and beating his head and grinding his teeth. This is the woman, and then he started speaking to Kaikei with a blazing, with his eyes red and blazing with wrath. So Sumantra is now going to speak to Kaikei here. Okay, let us see what. Can I request Meena Mataji to read next 3 paragraphs, please?
Hare Krishna. Here, here lies your husband, the support of the whole world, betrayed and forsaken by you, O Queen. Surely there is nothing scared for you. I consider you to be the murderess of your husband and the destroyer of your entire race. Do not despise your Lord in this way, for his order is superior to that of even a million suns, ignoring the time-honored rule of primogeniture. 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 You seek to usurp Rama right and bring unbearable pain to the king. Tears flowed from the old mistress' eyes as he spoken. He told Kaikai to renounce her evil aim. If her son become the king, then no pious men would remain in the kingdom. When what joy would see derive from ruling the empty earth, earned, which was earned through sin. It was a great wonder that the earth did not split apart and swallow her, or that the great sages did not utter fierce curse to consume her on that very spot. Having served the king all his life, Samantha, Sumit- Sumantra Sumintra felt even every pain the king felt as it if it were his own. As as he addressed Kaikaya, he could not hardly bring himself to look at her. The glorious king will never believe his promise to you. Do not force him to perform an act repugnant to himself and the whole world. Follow the desire of the king and become a protest, protesters of the world. Let Rama be installed on the throne. On the throne, he will undoubtedly always remain favorable to you in every way. If, however, on your order he is sent to the forest, then your only gain will be uh, unending infamy. Give give up your misguided desire, O Kaikaya, and live happily. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Mataji. Very nicely read. So here, Sumantra is speaking to Kaikeyi and saying that here lies your husband. Oh, Kaikeyi, look at him. So he is feeling so much of pain. He is falling unconsciousness again and again. And he has been ruling this kingdom for 60,000 years. O Kaikeyi, I have been a minister to him. I have never seen him like that. O queen, surely there is nothing sacred for you. So this is not a good thing. O Kaikeyi, I consider you to be the murderess of your husband and the destroyer of your entire race. Do not despise your lord in this way, for his order is superior to that of even million sons. Ignoring the time-honored rule of primogeniture, you seek to usurp Rama's rights and bring unbearable pain to the king. So generally, whoever is the first born in the family, he should be leading he would be inheriting the kingdom. He should be inheriting the kingdom. But he is saying primogeniture. So you seek to usurp the Rama's rights. So likewise, Sumantra is saying to Kaikeyi, you are taking all the Rama's rights and everything. And then Sumantra is also tears flowing from his eyes. He also became older. So Dasharatha has been ruling kingdom for 60,000 years and also Sumantra as well as a minister. He told Kaikeyi to renounce her evil aim. If her son became the king, then no pious man would remain in the kingdom. What joy would she derive from the ruling the empty earth? Likewise, Sumantra is speaking to Kaikeyi, and you are deriving this kingdom through the sinful activity. It was great wonder that earth did not split, and again he is now expecting that there should be earthquake so that earth would split and you would go inside that earth. And great sages are not cursing you, did not utter any fierce curses to consume you. And in such a way, he has been thinking and having served the king all his life, Sumantra felt every pain the king felt. If it were his own, as he addressed Kaikeyi, he could hardly bring himself to look at her. So that is the Sumantra's position as well. So Dasharatha is in pain, and his wives Kaushalya and Sumitra are in pain, and Sumantra, his minister, Dasharatha's minister Sumantra, is in pain. And he is the only one. Dasharatha chastised Kaikeyi before, and now Sumantra is also trying to say these words. The glorious king will never believe his promise to you. Do not force him to perform act repugnant to himself and the whole world. Follow the desire of the king and become protectress of the world. Let Rama be installed on the throne. He will undoubtedly always remain favorable to you, O Kaikeyi, in every way. If, however, on your order he is sent to the forest, then your only gain will be unending infamy. Give up your misguided desire, O Kaikeyi, and live happily. So here Sumantra is also giving the good counsel to Kaikeyi. Even if Kaikeyi takes Rama and install him as a prince regent, then Rama will follow your instructions. Previously also, Rama is always hearing Kaikeyi's, and Kaikeyi was also loving Rama very much. That was the relationship. But everything changed in one night due to the Mandara. Mandara poisoned Kaikeyi. And now, to change the Kaikeyi's mind again, many people, Dasharatha, he has tried, and now Sumantra is also trying. This is the path for your happy. O Kaikeyi, so just install Rama. If otherwise, if you do in your own way, then you will be ending with the infamy, unending infamy. So your infamy, so everyone will censure Kaikeyi throughout. So that is the position of Kaikeyi. And Sumandra spoke like that. Okay, can I request Asha Mataji? So this is the last turn, and then we shall stop here. So last until to this 3 paragraphs, Mataji.
Kaikeyi looked coolly at Sumandra, who stood before her with joined palms and made no reply. Her mind remained unmoved as she awaited the execution of her order. Seeing her resolve, Dasaratha, who had regained consciousness, sighed and said to Sumandra, "You should immediately order my army to make ready to depart. They should accompany Rama to the forest. So too should wealthy merchants skilled at establishing networks of shops. Search out hunters who know the secrets of forest and send them with Rama. Assemble thousands of capable servants and have them prepare to leave. Indeed, you should arrange for my entire treasury and my granary to be transported along with Rama. He should not have to endure any austerity during the 14 years of exile. As Dasaratha spoke, Kaikeyi became alarmed. The king was going to divert the kingdom of all its wealth before her son was crowned. Dismayed and fearful, she turned towards Dasara and spoke, her mouth parched and her voice choked. How can you bestow upon Bharata a kingdom's stripes of his wealth? How then will he actually be the ruler of this world, as you have promised? The king turned angrily towards Kaikeyi. After handing me a heavy burden to bear, you are now lashing me as I carry it. Oh, hostile and vulgar woman! When asking for your boons, you should have stipulated that Rama could not take anything with him to the forest. Abandoning all sense of right tendencies, you have taken to a path leading only to grief. I cannot stay here with you any longer. Along with all my people of Ayodhya, I shall follow Rama to the forest.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So here, now Sumantra spoke those words to Kaikeyi, but Kaikeyi, Sumantra folded his hand, joined palms, but Kaikeyi did not reply. She thinks that, oh, I know all these things like that. So we could see, uh, we can understand the situation. Kaikeyi is standing without taking his words. Her mind remained unmoved as she waited execution of her order. Seeing her resolve, Dasharatha now he regained his consciousness and he wanted to do something differently. at the same time to keep his promise as well. He spoke to Sumantra that take all the wealthy merchant skilled wealthy merchants skilled at establishing networks of shops. See, and he want to take all the treasure and merchants, everyone to the forest, accompanying Ramachandra during the 14 years of exile. Now immediately Kaikeyi, her side as well, so now she is now alarmed. If king takes all these merchants who are very skilled in establishing the shops and businesses and taking the treasury, what is left in this country? But so now she is saying, in the with a dismayed and fearful, she says to Dasharatha and spoke, parched in her voice. So she's saying, how can you bestow upon Bharata a kingdom stripped of its wealth? Then how then will he actually be ruler of this world as you have promised? Now once again she is saying in with attentive mind, asking Dasharatha, how can you do like this? The king says angrily to Kaikeyi that, so after handing me a heavy burden to bear, you are now lashing me as I carry it. Oh, hostile vulgar woman. Addressing, so here Dasharatha is mentioning Kaikeyi as, oh, hostile and vulgar woman. When asking for your bones, you should have stipulated that Rama could not take anything with him to the forest, abandoning all sense of righteousness. You have taken to a path leading only to grief. I cannot stay here with you any longer. This is the Dasharatha's determination again now. But of course, we see how it is going to happen. Along with all the people of Ayodhya, I shall follow Rama to the forest. This is the Dasharatha's determination. They also wanted to go to the forest. But would it happen? So we need to wait and see for the next next Sunday's session. I mean, fortnight. Okay, so with this one, we shall stop here. So Dasharatha wanted to go, but would Rama allow it? We will see that one in the next after 2 weeks of Sunday. Okay, we shall stop here. Now I request dear devotees, you have been hearing about the um, from Ramayana. This is the sad farewells to Ramachandra, Lakshmana, and Sita. So all these conversations, it will give every moment the insight. What is my action now? What is my responsibilities as a human being? What I can take, how I can implement, how I need to speak, how I need to compose my mind in the hard situations. Even though hard situations, we need to compose our mind properly so that other opposite person should not feel any agony. And we can, in that situation only, we can give good counsel to others if they are in the painful conditions. So these are different takeaways. The every conversation has got attachment to Rama and also Dharma, and how one has to follow, how one has to compose his mind, and how to control his activities, and how one should not act like Kaikeyi. And so, like these are all we take away points from these conversations. And also, when we are speaking one word, asking either pledge or boons or request anything, everything has got a loopholes. So when we are asking the Supreme Lord, we do not ask with our imperfect senses or imperfect words. That's why we take the scriptures, and then scriptural ways in the prayers. There are so many prayers what to ask. If we use our mouth to ask some kind of benediction, every benediction has kind of some kind of loopholes. Like Hiranyakashipu asked that I don't want to die here and there. He put so many conditions. Finally, he died. There is a loophole. And then Ravanasra also loophole. Every benediction asking for the sense gratification to live happily in this material world, there is a loop. What one has to ask that this is unconditional love only to the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That only to be asked. पुनश्च भूयात् भगवत्यनन्ते रतिप्रसङ्गाशतदाश्रयेषु महस्तुयां यम् उपयां सृष्टिं मैत्रस्तु सर्वत्र नमोद्विजेभ्यः. If I take birth again and again in this material world, what I need to ask? I need to take birth in the family of the devotees and have a devotees association all the time and unconditional love, unstoppable love to the Supreme Lord, and uh, with the equal vision towards all the living entities, with the compassion. In such a way, all these good qualities, I wanted this one. Oh, my dear Lord, oh, Brahmanas, please bless me like that. I do not worry about the liberation and all those things. If I take a birth, I want it to be among the devotees and having unlimited devotional service to the Supreme Lord, unlimited love to the Lord, and equal vision to all the living entities. In such a way, such kind of boons are required. So we take the scriptural injections and prayers and we offer uh, from our end as well to the Lord. That is our plea. Okay, likewise, these are number of takeaway points. And I request dear devotees kindly share your experiences, your realizations from these pastimes. We can see, visualize all the scene, what is happening in the Ayodhya. Asha, Meena Mataji.
Hare Krishna. You were saying that because the mantra was not a pure devotee, like pure.
Your voice is too low, Mataji. Could you please?
But yeah, because here it was said like you were saying that mantra was not pure devotee, and that's the reason that Saraswati would changes. So it's only because it's not pure, not other. We cannot change others. This mantra, we
So
cannot change others.
Sumantra,
No, the mantra you said because the mantra was not pure.
yes,
That's the reason. It's like Saraswati has like that's why he has talked like that and changed like demigod has
yeah.
made him hard. So it's because he's not pure. That's reason because if somebody is pure, they cannot change. Like
So yes, so this is very good question, Mataji. For example, if we have got so many people in a family, if everyone are pure, all are devotees means they would have a different kinds of problems like a poverty stricken like that. And at the time, everyone are combinedly they are happy in the devotional service. Even other things would be adjusted. But if one person is not devotee, so what happens? All remaining devotees they are able to understand the circumstances because one person is not a devotee, he is influenced by the material energy, illusion, Devamayam. So, and whatever the non-devotee does, it will be converting like a further activities in the devotee's life. They would take it as a the Lord's arrangement. So
Mhm.
here, though on the outside, it is the mandara is acting like that, and everyone are attached to Ramachandra. So though at the moment they are all feeling such kind of painful situation, they experience that, uh, but in connecting to the Ramachandra in separation. When Krishna was leaving from Dwaraka, Hastinapura to Dwaraka, people are also crying. निरंजन उद्ग्रत भाष्पम औत्कंचा देवकी सुते निर्याति naga. They have stopped their cryings very in the pain, with the force that when Krishna is leaving they should not cry, otherwise it is inauspicious for Krishna's travel from Hastinapura to Dwaraka.
Mhm.
So but here Ramachandra is going to the forest. Now everyone are crying. For what? It's Rama's purpose. They are crying. Hastinapura women are crying for Krishna's sake, their attachment. Uh,
So like what about like Kaikeyi? She's not pure because she gave birth to the Bharata, who is just such a you know saint person. So she's not like pure because otherwise mother to give such a that person, but she must be like, have all this quality.
Yes. So here, Kaikai is also good woman here. Actually, to be honest, she is also good woman, but
Mm,
uh, she was now framed like a bad woman
mm.
because she is influenced for how many days? Maybe hardly one night or 2 nights, just because of Mandara. But her infamy is now unending, as Sumantra is mentioning here. Her infamy is unending.
Because here there's like Samantha has said some words to Kaikai. He's allowed to do because he was just a what you call as a Senapati was not what is something. So we can say like this all these things to Kaikai.
So here, Sumantra, he is the old man. He has been accompanying Dasharatha for 60,000 years,
Okay.
and he is old man. And he has spoke to Kaikeyi um, those words saying that if you be a protectress of the world, let Rama be installed. He is giving counsel. Minister means he can give counsel to the king and a queen.
Okay. Okay.
And whereas Mandara, she is the Dadi to Kaikeyi. Dadi,
Yes.
yeah, who raised her since her childhood.
Mm.
So that's why Kaikeyi is more dearer to Mandara, and also both are always accompanying each other. So Mandara's words influence Kaikeyi very much. Though Kaikeyi is always devoted to her husband, and also likewise and she is loving Ramachandra more than his son Bharata.
Bharata, yeah.
Everyone are good one except only the Mandara only. Everyone are good.
Mhm.
So in the Ramayana there is no bad person as so far in the Ayodhya except
So
the
how can like Kaikai influence if she's so good, like
yeah.
like her just for one day? How can she just influence like
Uh,
another idea? But it's like God wish, isn't it as well? Comes here.
yes, because Mandara she has been since her childhood she has been with Mandara only.
Okay.
And Mandara is influenced and poisoned, that putting all her consequences. If Bharata is not king, if Ramchandra is not Ramchandra is king, then he would not look. And also bringing the conflict of the co-wives. This is Savatipur, something like that. She, it is always woman is always jealous of other women if they are married to one husband. That we
Mm.
would see
Yeah.
co-wives. This co-wives thing, bringing that at the time, oh Kaikeyi, the Kaushalya will become the uh, king's mother, and she will get more powerful at the time. She will make you as her servant, something like that. She poisoned her mind. That's
Mm-hmm.
why she changed, bringing that jealousness of the co-wives things. Savatipur. So many things are there influencing Kaikeyi's mind within one night, and then she went to Silky house, and then she keeping herself like that, asking those two boons from the Dasharath. But later on, once Dasharatha dies, and Bharata returned to the kingdom, and Bharata also rejected his mother's uh, inclinations, and Dasharatha, by the time Dasharatha died, and they performed the final rites to Dasharatha as well, and then everyone are not happy, and then Bharata and Shatrugna they go to the forest to meet Ramachandra, and informing the news of Dasharatha's left he left his world, this material world, and then Rama performs that final rites. At that time, Kaikeyi admits that she has made a mistake, and
Mm-hmm.
all her intentions she mentions. So apart from that, Kaikeyi is not a bad woman.
Mm-hmm.
So far, that many number of years, she loved Ramachandra more. but for few moments, for the sake of Surakari Chikishaya, demigod's purpose. But she was used as an instrument. There are so many of demons in the forest and also in the Lanka. At the time, demigods were requesting the Lord to appear. He has to perform that act. So here, where it started from Mandara. If everything is good, those things would remain as it is. Now also we have got this material world is full of demonic people ruling this without any bias. In the name of religions, in the name of sectarian, national, in the name of community, secular, so many things. People are fighting for the sake of land. There is no proper cause. They're fighting each other and killing all the innocent women and children. Not even the fighters. One has to kill a person who is in the standing in the battlefield. He does not have a right to kill the ordinary people.
It was not happening like that, isn't it?
Yeah. So this is the cause. What is the cause? Spirit. The spiritual cause. Always the truthfulness, pledges, promises. Thank you, Mataji. Any other questions or sharings? Asha Mataji, you wanted to share anything?
After I started hearing Ramayana, I want to go and visit Ayodhya.
Yes, Ayodhya. So when Ramchandra, he was departing after 11,000 years of his ruling, and all the people of Ayodhya, they left along with Ramachandra. So now, so far we have read this part. People of Ayodhya wanted to live with Ramachandra to the forest. So they have determined now. But at the end, after 11,000 years, after Rama returned back from the forest, and then um, there is a conversation of Yamadharmaraja saying he doesn't want to influence Ramachandra. He came and then speak to Ramachandra. Oh, my dear Lord, you have performed all this. You have ruled 11,000 years. You performed all the Surakarya, Chikishaya. You did all these things needed. Now, your time has, your activities are now completed here. And then he humbly submitted his plea. And then Ramachandra also agreed to his request. And then for that purpose, and then there is a pastimes of how Lakshmana will leave from the kingdom, and then he leave his body. And then later on, Ramachandra and Bharata, Shatrughna, they also go to the Sarayu river, and then where Vishnu comes on the Garuda, everyone enters, even all the people, birds, beasts, everything from Ayodhya. All Ayodhya will be completely emptied and enter into the body of Vishnu. When the Vishnu is on Garuda at the Sarayu river, they all enter into Sarayu. So that is a very beautiful pastime in winding up of Ramchandra.
So like, what about like mantra? They were years of going.
Everyone, yes, including birds, they're all go to the Vaikuntha planets.
No, like mantra.
Mandara,
Mantra also went to the Vaikuntha after all this.
to be honest, I do not know whether Mandara has lived until that period.
I see, okay.
Uh,
Even
yeah, but it is mentioned after Ramachandra has given kingdoms to Lava and Kusha to rule over two different, but and Ramachandra departed from here to back to his abode Ayodhya in the Vaikuntha planets. In the Vaikuntha planets, there is another Ayodhya, which is outside of the Goloka Vrindavan. Goloka Vrindavan is surrounded by Madura and then Dwaraka, Jagannath Puri, and Ayodhya. Ayodhya is comes under further, which is also above the Vaikuntha planets. So these are the outside layers, but on top of everything is Golok Vrindavan.
The Golok Vrindavan is Dwarka and all this based on it.
All this?
Dwarka. Dwarka is also based in like Golok Vrindavan. It's
So
in Mathura, like Jagannath Puri and all this. So it's Dwarka as well.
now we have got the so many of temples in India. For example, if we see Vrindavan and Dwarka, Madura, and Jagannath Puri, and Ranganatha Kshetram, and Tirumala Kshetram.
Mm.
Likewise, so many kshetras. These are all not ordinary things. They have actually manifested from the Vaikunta.
Mm-hmm. So still is that place, visiting that place is still like
Yes,
fire, like still like okay.
yes, they are in the Vaikunta planets actually. They are the actual Vaikunta. Ye yata amam bhui vartante, ye yata amam, ye yata bhui vartante, puryoho bhagavataha priyaha, puryoho bhagavataha priyaha. These puras, they are in the eternal planets, Vaikunta planets.
So
Yeah,
in the Kali Yuga, even in this earthly planet, they are based still. They are called as Vaikuntha.
Earth planet.
No, because now currently is there is located like here, like Vrindavan, we have
Yes,
everything. Still they call as a Vaikuntha. Like
yes,
people are
yes,
living,
yes.
even though, okay. So Dwarka and everywhere,
Yes, yes,
where
these are
living.
all Vaikuntha planets actually. These dhamas, ye
Mm-hmm.
ye yata bhui vartante puryoho bhagavataha priyaha tastanti tastanti Vaikunte tattat leelardha madhritaha. These are the Vaikuntha planets. They are manifested on the earth to perform Lord's activities, Lord's pastimes.
Okay.
Tattat leelardha madhritaha. Skanda Purana says this statement.
Mm-hmm.
So the here Vrindavana, it is spiritual world. It is manifested here on the earth for the lords to perform Lord's pastimes. And similarly, all other kshetras, they are not ordinary things. They have manifested here. So it is the opportunity for the conditioned souls to take the shelter of the Lord, and then if we get the attachment to the Lord, then Lord of Vrindavan, Lord of Jagannath Puri, and Lord of Dwaraka, Lord of Madura, then I will go back to that similar kind of planet in the Vaikunta.
Mm-hmm.
And if I, for example, Kapila Bhagavan and Devahuti is attached to her son, and she went to the Vaikunta planet where Kapila Deva is the predominant deity. So if I am attached to Tirumala Venkateshwara, then I go to the Vaikuntha planets where I would see 400 forms of the Lord Narayana.
Oh.
If I am attached to the Krishna with a 200 form in the Madura, then I will go to the Madura. I like those pastimes more. This is my mood, my personal relationship with the Lord.
And according to that, you get the planet like when you
Yes,
after leaving the body.
yes.
Mm. But like in the Mathura and that type of places, also people are doing us not right things like auspicious things and like destroying the.
Yes, those things happens. This is the material world. Those things we cannot check them. But what we need to do, that
Mm.
is our what is my duty right now.
Mm.
That is only action in front of us we can carry out by ourselves. If we think that why these people are doing like that, why they are not doing like that, then it is bewilderment, distractions to our path. Either we are becoming a devotee or non-devotee, things would happen automatically. We cannot control the other things.
Mm.
We cannot check our death. Old
Mm.
age, disease, and death, it will continually come upon us. And we cannot check the time at any time.
Mm.
We cannot stop the time. Time will take us. And if we think that why these people are not doing, then we are wasting our time, bewilderment.
Mm. Because I also heard when Krishna wants to come to ask Radharani to come, but Radharani asked that I want Giri Govardhan with to come as well, and Yamuna and all this. She has asked, and that's why that they are also very auspicious, like Parikrama, Govardhan, and all this.
Yes, that is, yeah, there are further things between conversations of Krishna and Radharani that we will see the emergence of Krishna in the Brahma Vaivarta Mahapurana. They are explained different reasons and how they are going to be appearing in this earth. Krishna speak all these things to Brahma and all other demigods.
Yeah.
So this is very beautiful things that we need to take and relish and live in that way.
So they are doing saying Choryasikos Parikrama. Is that in during Vrindavan? It's just it's very long Parikrama.
It is not the long or short parikrama. It is what is my energy level and what is my endeavor.
Mm-hmm.
Whether if my endeavor is the full-fledged endeavor, though it is a short distance, I can do it for few steps, but my endeavor is full, then I would attain the same thing. A full capable person rounding maybe thousands of rounds around the Godna hill, same as that person. But what is important? Whether my endeavor is complete or not, that is important.
Yeah, because I'm planning to go in October, so that yeah.
Okay. Okay. This is the Goloka Vrindavan. So if we see here, there is a Madura here, and next Jagannath Puri in the light blue color, and
Mm-hmm.
then in the purple color, Dwaraka is here. And then further, there is Ayodhya here.
Yeah.
This is the Ayodhya. It is above the Vaikuntha planets. Above the Ayodhya is the Dwaraka. Above the Dwaraka is Jagannath Puri. Above the Jagannath Puri, Madura. Above that is Vrindavan, Goloka Vrindavan.
Mm-hmm.
So a devotee who is chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, he passes through all the Vaikuntha planets and he see this path is going to Ayodhya as well and going here through all this Dwaraka and all other things, Jagannath Puri, Madura, and finally to Vrindavan, Goloka Vrindavan.
So they can see all this planet before they go to Golok Vrindavan.
Yes, so if one desires to see all these things, it definitely yes. He keeps and here we practically see the devotees who are chanting, they visit all the dhamas. They wanted to go to Jagannath Puri, they go to Dwaraka, Madura, and all the temples. So here they are having a glimpse of it in this material world.
So Ranganath, you said Ranganath. Where is that? How does that important? Ranganath.
Ranganath, Asha Mataji, Asha Mataji explains to us Ranganath.
You mean Sri Rangam, Prabhu?
Yes.
Yeah, I've been there once. Because before I come to Krishna conscious Prabhu, because in Sri Lanka we see Mahavishnu is the topmost god, then Krishna is his avatar. That's why I learned all these years. So I used to pray to Sri Rangam because it is close to Sri Lanka, and
Yes.
I always wanted to visit it. And but after I came to Krishna conscious, I learned about this Goloka Vrindavan and everything. But before we used to think, we used to learn in our religion book that Mahavishnu is the topmost god.
Yeah, that is philosophy, Mataji. So philosophy, there are the philosophy is a similar way, but there is no conflicts. But here, Krishna is supreme personality of Godhead. If they
Yeah,
think that
even
Mahavishnu,
Yes, Prabhu.
That
So,
is all right. That is philosophy. But from the Kshetra point of view, about the Vaikuntha planet. So this is Ranganatha Kshetram and Tirumala Kshetram. These are different Vaikuntha planets where the Lord is having the four-handed form.
and one temple in Chennai, Prabhu, there's called Tirunirmalai. Have you heard about it?
Which temple,
There
Mataji?
is Tirunirmalai is one of the Divya Desham. The in there,
Tiruvannamalai.
no, not that. Tirunirmalai. Tiruvannamalai is Lord Shiva's place, Prabhu.
Right.
This is Krishna is Swayambhu, is lying down in one position, one standing and one walking, something like that. And
Uh-huh.
Oh,
maybe Narashima also there. It's Swayambhu. They nobody built the temple, something like that.
wow, isn't it nice? Wow, that will be nice.
Yeah, you have to. There is 260 steps to climb up, and on the top you go to see closer view of um, Krishna of Swayambhu Krishna.
Swayambhu Krishna.
Yes, madam.
Yes, Swayam. Yeah.
And I've been to Sri Rangam, and you need like we were there only for 2 days. You need at the minimum 1 week to see all the. There are
Yes.
so many cobras, so many temples, so we need one at minimum 1 week to see.
Okay.
Very nice. But Prabhu, the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he went to Sri Rangam once, isn't it?
Yes, Mataji.
Uh, why he went? Because he wanted to glorify Sri Rangam, or he wanted to make the people of aware of Krishna.
It is about Krishna to spread Krishna consciousness movement. Hare Krishna Mahamantra. This is uh, this is the only to be done in this age of Kali. So to propagate Hare Krishna Mahamantra in the South India.
Mm.
He didn't
He
Sri
have come
Rangam.
to Gujarat. So like Tirupati Balaji is also Vishnu's form, isn't it?
Yes.
Mm.
Hare Krishna, bro. Is it okay we worship like because I grew up in that mood, like I pray to Sri Rangam and Tirupati. I never been to Tirupati, but all the Vishnu temples, I still got the love and affection for them.
Yes. It is
Is
a
that
natural.
okay if I keep it like that, or it's not?
Yes, yes. So that is so here if we say Krishna, there is one more Krishna in the Vaikuntha form, in a four-handed form of Krishna.
Yeah. But I from the beginning I love Krishna, even age of 5. Usually our Sri Lankan we don't pray to Krishna. There is no Krishna temple when I was young. Nowadays we have 2 or 3 ISKCON temples, but those days there are so many Vishnu temples, but there is no Krishna temple.
Yes, Mataji, it's true.
So somehow I don't know, maybe it's cute or maybe it's color. I used to pray to Krishna all the time.
Yes, in the childhood, we used to love this the big temples, the architecture. As soon as we enter into these temples, Om Namo Narayanaya, immediately we feel the transcendental
Yeah, I like
vibration.
that too. Yeah, I like
Immediately
that
we
too.
keep our hands folded and then
Yeah.
in the temple, the feeling one experience is tremendous. That we remember again, feeling that ecstasy. That is the feeling of it. But here, when we go to this northern India, the temples, we don't see that kind of vibrations, but we see the loving affections much.
Mm.
These Vaikuntha planets, the Lord is a supreme Lord. As soon as we enter, just keeping our folded hands and then pray to the Lord. But in the Golok Vrindavana, the loving moods are different. They don't think the Lord is the supreme Lord. They want like a father and mother. If you see Vrindavan, it is not like that.
Mm.
In the
So
entire mood is entirely changed.
yeah, Radha Rani, Radha Radhe Radhe, and all this
Yes.
mostly in Vrindavan, you can say.
Yes. And
Birmingham also like temple is saying like Om Namo. Like we
Yes,
been there.
Prabhu. I've been once to Birmingham Balaji Temple.
Yeah.
Uh, But some ISKCON devotees says no, we shouldn't go. We should only visit ISKCON temple. But I feel good. I feel more love. Feel love for Krishna if I visit all those temples. Is that okay?
Yes, Mataji. So go visiting the temples. That is what is required. So, but Krishna, it is Samana Dharma. दीपाच्यते दशान्तरमभ्युपेत्य दीपायते विवृतहेतु Samana Dharma. Samana Dharma means all Krishna's expansions, they're of the same as Krishna only.
Because I see Krishna over there. Balaji is there, but I see Krishna in there.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's a form of Krishna, isn't it, Vishnu?
Yes, and here even Bhishma Dev, if we say, Bhishma Dev wanted to see Krishna in four-headed form.
Yeah.
So that is his desire. While he was leaving his body, he wanted to see Prasanna Vadanam Bhojam. That four-headed form, very beautifully given. And then Krishna appeared to Bhishma like that.
So here you are showing this form like dharma, gnan, lila. So they are outside, like how this picture you just saw. How does that work? With
So this is Narayana. All these are all opulences of the Supreme. Narayana means opulent form. Narayana means opulent form. So here, Ananta is here, Jnana, Leela, and then Vishwaksvena, and Vairagya, and the Kurma,
yes, sir.
Aishwarya, Garuda, Bhudevi, and then Sri Devi. Bhudevi and Sri Devi here. And if we see here, all the alphabets here, here, these are all, think, where is that? Do you see the alphabets here?
Yeah,
Letter. So these are all,
Khabar,
yeah.
Jai, Jai.
Then if you see the inner circle here, Om Bhur Bhuvasvaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Na Prachodayat. This is the Gayatri mantra is around here about
So
Krishna.
we can chant that mantra or only when we have somebody say like only Brahma Diksha. After Brahma Diksha you can chant.
Brahmana is second initiation.
So you cannot chant just like that without Brahmanic.
You cannot chant, we cannot say that one, but here what happens, it is Nishpala. If we receive um, any mantra without sampradaya, it is a Nishpala.
Okay, because here Indian
Phalamata.
Sampradaya is very big here and there. Just
We need to receive that one mantra from in the disciplic succession from the bona fide spiritual master.
okay. So otherwise, if we chant just like that, it's nispal. It will not get any fall. It not give any fall like that.
Yes, so here Prabhupada mentions that sampradaya vihina, whenever it is a sampradaya vihina ye mantraste nishpala mataha. The knowledge of the Supreme Lord received from the sampradaya or disciplic section can give one. It does not take. It does not have effect on a particular soul.
Okay.
So one has to. This is sampradaya vihina ye mantraste nishpala mataha.
Mhm.
They don't give the result. So
So,
one has to take from the Brahmanic initiation, receive from this mantra from the Guru, and then continue from there. Even Hare Krishna Maha Mantra in the initiation time, when that's why as much as possible initiated, get initiated as much as possible. Otherwise, you are doing, but where is the determination? I can come at only 5 minutes before the end of the session and then do it, and then just for the sake of that is not the thing. But here, when we take the initiation, the determination comes that I have to wake up early in the morning and come exactly at 5:30 a.m. as I have pledged that I would be chanting, unless there is some more important task to engage myself in the devotional service,
mm,
or unless if I am not well.
mm.
So, except those reasons, but in ordinary conditions, in a usual way, not exceptional situations. One has to wake up early in the morning and come to the chanting. These things happen when we get initiated from the bona fide spiritual master. Automatically, that would happen. You would see the difference for yourself.
But then, like without initiation, for Hare Krishna mantra, you will get still benefit, isn't
You will get benefit, but taken for granted is how long we wanted to take that granted. We need to get initiated as much as possible and then progress further. How long we would wait?
Yeah, but there's something I don't
There
know
is
when.
no determination, isn't it, Mataji?
Yeah, I don't know when time comes.
With time, it will never come until we determine. I want to take initiation means that is determination is there, and Lord would arrange it. It is a desire again. If I get initiated, there will be so many things that needs to be followed. If I don't want to take initiation now, I will wait until I get 60 years of age. Then means we are wasting the time and the spiritual progress. We cannot. So in the out of the 10 offenses, at the end, every devotee who claims to be Vaishnava must strictly guard against the offenses to progress in the spiritual path to gain ultimate success, desired success. Krishna Prema. Krishna Prema needs to be attained as soon as possible. Then we would relish the life rest of the as long as we are in the human body, not at the age of 60 years or when we became old, how much we can relish at the time. We have to utilize this time, every moment to relish in Krishna Prema. Get initiated as much as possible by based on time and circumstances. Many people are taking maybe coming to Krishna consciousness within few months or few years itself, understanding yes, this is it. As soon as they determine, they take their aspirations and getting initiated in the Krishna consciousness moment. Many people and then progress from there. But
There's
many people
any
are
kind of regulation to follow before they give initiation. Like not like for regulate test fine, but other things as
first thing is get initiated, other things will get adjusted.
and I'm saying like in order to get initiation it's very strict, isn't it? Like to
If it is
give.
very strict, if it is very strict, there will not be any people in this INSCOR
Mm,
because
okay.
everyone are somewhere other conditioned. We
Mm,
don't find anyone that 100% is perfectly following. If such kind of people are there, they are in the only in the Vaikuntha or Goloka Vrindavana.
mhm,
They wouldn't exist in this earth. Because we have got these things, we have to take initiation, follow in this spiritual path to develop that love towards Krishna. So these things automatically they will go away.
mhm. Okay, thank you. Try, I try.
This is the desire, Mataji. I wanted
How
to,
so many years desire I had like in following mentorship and everything, but somehow it's not happening.
yes, one must completely, fully desire with full endeavor, not like to speculate if I do it and my husband may not accept it or my children may not accept it. I don't know whether I would be do it or not. So many of speculation. These are mental speculations.
Mhm,
They will stop us. One has to be very clear. When we know that object, that what is the object? Krishna is the objective. And
mhm,
what is the truth? Our death is the truth. What is happening? My time is getting lapsed in the family affairs and everything else. These are the truths. It is the what we need to make them as spiritualized, get initiated and do it. Of course, we are doing, everyone are doing, progressing in Krishna consciousness and serving the Lord in every way. But we
mhm,
need the blessings of the spiritual master,
mhm,
Sampradaya. Take the initiation from the bona fide spiritual master, progress the same path. Things will
mhm,
come perfectly in due course of time.
Thank you, though.
Thank you, Mataji. Okay.
So like here you say like this picture, so Ananta is just they are praying to the like God or
So
in
here
this
in this picture, the four people sitting at the two people here and then two people here, the four Vedas,
four Vedas, okay.
four Vedas. And also devotees like Nanda, Sunanda, and
Mm-hmm.
Prabala, Arhana, they're all serving the Lord.
So there is a Durga, isn't it? Bhu is like there is Deva.
Bhudevi, Bhudevi.
The Durga or
Um, Durga Devi is in the Devi Dham. So Durga Devi comes here. So
mm.
Durga Devi is here. And this is Durga Dham, Devi Dham.
Oh,
So
they have its own Dham as well. Okay.
Devi Dham, if you look here in this one, first is the Devi Dham. Devi Dham is the this universe, our universe. We are all children of Devi Dham. We are children of Durga Devi.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, Mahesh Dham. This
This is
Mahesh Dham is
sun.
the Lord Shiva, Sadasiva Loka.
Yeah.
And above top of it, Haridam. So we see here this Haridam. This is all the Vaikuntha planets.
Mm-hmm.
And then on top of that, uh,
Golok. Yeah.
Goloka, yes, Goloka Vrindavan.
First Ayodhya and then Golok. Yeah.
Yes, yes. First Ayodhya comes here because of the space. This is Ayodhya. On top of this Vaikuntha planets, Ayodhya is there. On top of it, Dwaraka, and then Jagannath Puri, and Madura, and then Vrindavan.
So like going to Ayodhya is the more spacious than even Vaikuntha, isn't it?
So yes, as it is mentioned here, and our Acharya says, yes, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Even in one of the in Ramayana, when there was a conversation between Ramachandra and uh, Hanuman. Hanuman wanted to protect one of the devotee of the Ramachandra from the wrath of Rama. So Yayati wanted to be protected by Hanuman. At the time, Rama mentions either it is either Lord Shiva or Hari or anyone come together, no one will escape from my uh, Ramabhana, to says to Hanuman. And Hanuman was wondering, oh Rama, yes, whatever you are saying, it is true. No one can, but Ramachandra, I have got a more powerful thing. That is
Mm-hmm.
Rama Nama.
Mm-hmm.
So it is always in my heart. It is the only thing which I have. If you wanted to use your weapon on me in this fight, you can use it. But so that later on, this is very beautiful pastimes. There is one movie called um Shri Ramanjaneya Yuddham. That is the battle between Rama and Hanuman. It is not actually battle. It is the story brings, the Ramayana it brings. This is the conversations come and between Rama and Hanuman. Loving conversations. One would feel,
Mm-hmm.
heart would feel very, very crying. One will feel crying that conversations, the love towards Rama,
Emotional. Yeah.
emotions. That one side is devotee is crying, and another side Rama is also um, he is also feeling like that, the love towards Hanuman, but he has to do his duty. And Hanuman, he wanted to serve Ramachandra, but he wanted to protect his devotee. He is a surrendered person.
And then Hanuman obviously win, like, isn't it? Because his Ram now is more powerful than even Ram.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Mm. So like so Vaikuntha and after so then Rama is more powerful than even Vishnu, like then isn't it
So here we cannot say powerful than Vishnu. It is a
more
Samana
powerful,
Dharma.
but it's just like yeah more.
It is a
Uh,
Samana Dharma.
it's a Krishna, like first Ram and like first Vishnu, then Ram and then Krishna. Like Krishna is the topmost.
here in the topmost, we cannot say in the powers and all those things. So here, all opulences, Aishwarya Vairagya Yesho Bodha Virya Shriya Pottam Aham Prapadye. The six opulences of the Lord is equally, Vishnu forms. Is Ramachandra, all the forms of Vishnu Tattva. Harehe Sattva Nide Dvijaha, Sattva Nidehe, the wealth of all the pure goodness. They are full in all six opulences.
Mhm.
And here, the Krishna, when it comes to Ramachandra, it is the mood, the loving relationship with Ramachandra and Ayodhya people. And here, Rama is a good king, Maryada Purushottama. And then, likewise, the mood of the people, devotees, and the Lord, it varies. And in the Krishna's pastimes, the mood of the devotees with Krishna, so much loving affairs, it is differs. Only the rasas are different. But in that opulences, all the forms of Vishnu are the same.
Mhm. Okay.
So many people wanted to live in the kingdom of Ayodhya. Everyone wanted Ramarajyam.
Mhm.
We hear that one. They wanted to go to the Ayodhya. If they stick to the disciple of Ramachandra, they go to the Ayodhya.
Because in most of in India there is Ram temple. Then like all villages everywhere is Ram
Yeah.
temple. You can see at least like there was everywhere.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, they go to this Ayodhya in the spiritual planets. Still further, if they come across that there is further dhamas, here Dwaraka Dhama, Jagannath Puri and Madhunapur, upper spiritual planets, and about that, and they will go further. See, the Hare Krishna Mahamantri never stopped at Ayodhya. It is further going and going.
Yeah.
There are so many jewels are here,
Mhm.
but still devotee doesn't care about those. He will further progress to Krishna's lotus feet. He wanted to different kinds of loving relationships with Krishna.
Mhm.
That is the ultimate thing.
Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mata.
When Muslims or Christians die, where do they go? Because they never have the taste of Krishna Kada or Mahamandra.
So they do not go to the spiritual planets, but here, if they are a devotee of Jesus or
Yeah.
devotee of someone, um, they may be possibly some of the heavenly planets here. Maybe here Bhuvar Loka, Suvar Loka, there are maybe some of the deities. We do not see such kind of eternity or there is a personal relationship. If they have got a spiritual nature in the soul, they may simply maximum go to the Brahma Jyoti only for an impersonal Brahman. That is what, but there is no supreme God and his pastimes. अंतकाले च मामेव स्मरन् मुक्त्वा कलेवरं यः प्रयाति समुद्भावं याति नास्ति अत्र संशयः. If one is always worshipping the tombs and all those things, how would he go to the spiritual planet without having development, that loving relationship with the Lord?
Yeah.
Even though if they think that their Lord, there must be a Lord and his qualities, his loving relationship, without those establishing, what he will do after that? So they would be stuck up if they have got some kind of sensual enjoyment, they will stuck up here in this material world itself. Maybe hardly Bhurloka, we are in the Bhuloka, and there
Yeah.
may be Bhurloka, just little bit upper planet, maybe like that. Uh, we do not know those things, but until what is the loving? But we have got a clear understanding from the scriptures. These are Vedic scriptures, eternal. Everything else, which are called like a Hindu, Muslim, Christian, anything else, these are all temporary things, man-made things. This Vedic Veda sound, we see it is directly impacting the soul and the eternal consciousness and the devotional service. It is all auspiciousness. It is not a provoking one person to harm another religion, not encouraging the people to go and kill other person, to dominate other religion. It is not saying anything. It is allowing each and every individual living entity, inclusive of animals, equal opportunity. Devai vidanti aditarincha devamayam, Sri Sudra Hona Shabrapi Papa Jivaha. यदि अद्भुतक्रमपरायणशीलशिक्षाः तिर्यग्जनापि किमु सुखधारणाये. Even the living entities, the animals, beasts, and also they will go to the spiritual planets. What to speak of this? Stri, Sudra, Hona, Shabhrapi, Papa Jivaha. They also go to the spiritual planets. But they have to come to this Krishna consciousness, equal to all things. It does not provoke the anger in another religion. So religion is kind of a beliefs. There are man-made beliefs. That beliefs may change from person to person, community to community. But this is eternal, Sanatana Dharma. Dharma means eternal constitutional position of a living entity. Love, that is the love. Love has to flourish. Then he understand with a clear mind, what is my duty now? And then he live here and then he go back to the planet similarly. Otherwise, stuck up here like cats and dogs and fight each other and kill each other without making the perfection of human life. So we do not see such kind of evidences in any other religion except in Krishna consciousness. Some people also in Hindu, Bhutani anti bhutejya, Pitruni anti pitrurataha, and then and whoever is worshipping demigods, they go to the demigods, and some people go to the Pitraloka, some are going to the Bhutanyanti Bhuteja, they take birth in the Bhutas, ghostly lives. Majjajinopimam. And who comes to Krishna, they will go to the supreme planet. Where there is no birth, no old age, no disease, no earth, no sun, no moon, all these things. Yad gatva nanivattante tad dhama paramam mama. Whoever comes to my planet, they don't come back. That is the consciousness we have got, that knowledge. No other religion or thing, they don't give such kind of knowledge, transcendental knowledge, which would cut the knots to this material world. So they don't have opportunity, Mataji. They would either stuck here within this world, maybe just little bit Bhurloka, maybe upper planet than the earth, within this material world itself. Maximum, if they are hardly doing tapasya, maybe maximum they would merge into the Brahman light. That's all. We don't see any evidences for other religions or those things, but it is the they have to follow their whatever is destined for them in their scriptures. They will go to their planets. Thank you so much, Mataji. Okay, so we're happy. Then we shall conclude our session. We are
Okay. Nicely explained. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mataji. You are asking questions. It is very pleasing and very energetic when devotees are asking questions. People are very energetic to answer from the scriptural point of view. Like
Yes,
Brahma.
but you are so nice, you always give like answer and never like whatever time. Yeah, you always give answer and fulfill whatever our questions. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mataji. So we are all inquiring from the scriptures and they give correct answers. Especially we got Srila Prabhupada, who has given this so much of knowledge. We have got in every dimension there is answer. Every aspect there is answer.
Yeah. But you know the answer, which is also good. Like you know everything.
It is Krishna's knowledge. Mataji Prabhupada is giving us. Just being an instrument to repeat.
No, but still you have read so much. That's why you know.
Yes, Prabhu.
Mm.
How could you learn everything in this young age, Prabhu? If we are older, we can understand a little bit, but you are so young, but you know everything.
Everything, yeah.
It is just we follow Prabhupada's instructions only, Mataji. So we, I don't know anything apart from just follow the instruction of a Vaishnava.
Mm.
As simple as that. And just Krishna has given all the knowledge in the when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met with Keshu Kashmiri, saying that Keshu Kashmiri he glorified um, Ganga Devi with 100 verses, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu immediately he picked one of the shloka and then asked him to explain. At the time, Keshu Kashmiri asked a question: how can you remember this one verse? It is not possible to remember. I did like a flow of 100 verses.
Yeah, yeah.
But you
It's
did
like,
it. Then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu answers, with the mercy of uh, divine power, one can become a Kavi. With the mercy of the same divine, one can become a Shrutidhara. As soon as one hears, he will take that one and remember,
he,
keep
he
it.
himself was
With,
a god, eventually. He himself was a Krishna, so he can do anything for him. But this ordinary can also remember like that. Just really nice.
Mukam karoti vachalam pangurlangaite girim. Yat krupa tamaham vande Paramananda Madhavam Shri Gurum Dhenatarinam Shri Krishna Chaitanyamishwaram. So when there is a krupa of the Lord and the Guru, then the Krishna gives that smriti as well.
Mm, mm, mm. But still, you read every day, like every day, single day.
Um, yes, Mataji. So it is mentioned by Prabhupada and in the Bhagavatam. Every day one has to read. So Prabhupada's letters mentioned, so we need to follow those instructions. Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. We do every day, isn't it? Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya along with the devotees. And then apart from that, Swadhyaya, this is the self-study of the scriptures. This is austerity of the speech. Anudvekaram vakyam satyam priyahitam chayat. Swadhyaya abhyasanam chaiva vangmayam tapa uchyate. This is the austerity of the speech. One has to follow Krishna suggestions. So take the instruction as much as possible. And Krishna give.
Yeah,
Sarva
I'm trying to learn the
Sarva
sloka, but you because as you say, like only Krishna mercy, then only you can learn. Because I'm trying to learn sloka, but it's so still I forgetting, and you know all the slokas so nicely, like just fluently everything.
it is only acceptance of the Guru. That is the only simple thing. Okay? So nothing else. If I'm hearing from other devotee that okay, please do this one, then if I simply yes, I will do it, carry out, then things will come perfectly. If I say I don't know whether I can do it or not, I need some time. I have got these obligations. If I put so many reasons in front of it, then there is no possibility of carrying that devotional activity. At the same time, that smriti also will be like that. If I put all so many impediments, the smriti also will be disturbed. And also, though we are engaging, we do not want to learn. We think that it is burden, but actually it is very pleasing. Sarvasijahum Pridisannivishtu Matta Smriti Jnanam Apohanam Cha. So Krishna gives this one, Smriti Jnanam Apohanam Cha.
Mm.
Knowing that only Krishna is the supreme. Vedasya sarvair ahameva vedyo vedanta prud veda videva chaham. So we are just being acting as instruments. That's all. Nothing else, Mataji. Okay, thank you so much, Mataji. We are just time is flying by. We don't see that time.
9 o'clock.
Yeah,
Oh,
thank you so
okay.
much, Mataji. Any other sharings, Mataji, or we shall conclude? Okay, so we shall conclude now. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो
अनंत कोटि वैष्णव
अनन्तकोटि
श्री प्रभु की जय।
Hare Krishna conscious everyone.
Okay.
Hare Krishna. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर